You have a 19-year-old Italian black player who 30,000 fans in Italy are screaming monkey, monkey. Be it any religion, be it Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, any extremist, and I say this on record, are ill-informed, uneducated people who want to create trouble. There are two actors that I've personally worked with who I think are up there. One is Raghuveer Yadav, the other is Seema Biswas. Hi, this is John Abraham and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
You also said at the press conference that there should be a war against terrorism. There should not be war amongst religions. There should not be war against religions. So tell us more about what exactly do you mean by it specifically, and do you think it's practically possible? Because somehow the other religion keeps on coming in, especially because of the role of social media and many a times news channels.
Faridoon, you're active obviously through Bollywood Hungama. You're on social media. I can promise you, you read your comments for half an hour, the first thing you'll read is about religion. And in half an hour, you'll start feeling sick. And you'll say, I want to shut this off. Am I right or wrong?
It happens sometimes, yeah?
It happens. It happens, you know. So I just believe that there has to be war on terrorism. Terrorism cannot be tolerated. It cannot be tolerated. But if we keep mixing that up with religion and we keep bringing that in, what's going to happen is, and what's happening in the world today, is that the world is getting very polarized. That polarization should stop. And it's not only getting polarized, racism has now gone back on a high. You have a 19-year-old Italian black player who 30,000 fans in Italy are screaming monkey, monkey. You're talking about 2019 and the commentator is saying it's 2019. What are you talking about? So you have Islamophobia, you have racism, you have everything that exists. How do you think with a rational mind through all this? And these are educated people. That's the scary part. Because I believe that extremists, be it any religion, be it Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, any extremist, and I say this on record, are ill-informed, uneducated people who want to create trouble. You have to get out of that space. You need rational people who think, who can think about progress, think about how can we stay together and make things happen. And the best example in that is today the Prime Minister of New Zealand.
Jacinda, what she has done. All right, tell us about the experience of shooting for this film and how difficult or easy was it to shoot it?
Oh, it's
you shot in the actual locations in Kashmir.
We shot in actual locations in and around Srinagar, Gulmarg. It was probably the most difficult film to shoot of my career, hands down. There were times where I had to just sit for 5 minutes and take a break, just take a break, like, you know, but 5 minutes, that's all I got. Because we shot in 115 different locations and there were 18 different looks that I had in the film. And I play everything from a 26-year-old to an 85-year-old man. So when you're doing so much, it weighs down on you. It weighs down on you. But when you see the final product, you're relieved. You're like, you know, director's done a fantastic job because he's the hero of the film. Any director is the hero of a film. An actor is a means to the end, you know.
Is there any message that you're trying to give through the film?
Well, Madras Cafe was something really close to my heart. I produced it. I was impacted at that point of time by the assassination of my ex-Prime Minister. Pokhran is something that I wanted every youngster to know because it happened 21 years ago now. It happened on 11th of May 1998. Right. So it's been a long time since Pokhran happened. But when they saw Parmanu and they walked out, they were like, wow, we didn't know this happened in India. And I still remember in those interviews, I said, guys, you must see this film to understand what made India great. Why is India the country it is today? And I feel when you watch Raw, you'll understand that in 71, Raw was amongst the top 3 intelligence agencies in the world.
Right.
And there was a certain way we functioned. And I speak out of research and what we've shown in the film. What we've shown in the film, barring my character, everything is 100% factual. And it's still so entertaining because fact is stranger than fiction, you see.
Right.
It's so difficult to cook up a story, but when you see a story like this, you're like, wow, did this really happen?
Right.
And this really happened.
You're having a very interesting ensemble cast. There's Jackie Shroff, whom you have praised a lot at the promo launch. There's Sikandar. There's Moni. Raghuveer Yadav is there. He looks interesting. I think he's a terrific actor.
Oh,
I love
my
him.
God. He
He's
is
a terrific actor.
some other level.
Just that expression, and you, or what exactly he must be doing.
So I get goosebumps because I think there are two actors that I've personally worked with who I think are up there. One is Raghuveer Yadav, the other is Seema Biswas.
Oh wow.
And I worked with her in Water. And I remember she was just staring at me in one shot because she had to look at me. And we both broke down crying. So she has that impact on you. So these are, and Raghuveer Yadav is up there. He's something else. And when you see him in this film, you love him. He's so fantastic. These guys, I mean, you need to see more of him in cinema. Audience is missing out on actors like this. Hi, this is John Abraham and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.